This is you. And this is a question that most people deal with for their entire lives. They never, ever, ever figure this out. And what this is a question that will determine the outcome of your entire life. Like really what your life looks like. If you were to go back and look at the masterpiece of your life, this will determine what it is. And this is your outcome.
Most people never ask these questions.
Never. If you don't know your outcome, your life will look something like this. You'll maybe get a job and you'll kind of stay there because it's paying the bill, but then maybe you'll quit because you don't really love it, and then you'll go do something else, and then you'll go in here and you'll pick up a hobby and you'll marry some girl just because, you know, she's the girl that you met and this is the guy or whatever, and you kind of go like this and you just go around in circles and really never create anything amazing. That's what most people's lives look like.
Most people don't ask themselves this question. That's why.
They don't.
What is your outcome?
They don't. And I don't mean to sound harsh, like that most people's lives suck. That's not what I'm saying. But I think it's pretty fair to say that most people don't really ever create their life with intention, and it does look something like this. Now imagine this versus if you do know where you want to go, you do know your outcome, right? Like ask yourself, what is my outcome?
What is my outcome?
And you can do this for life, right? So what is my outcome for life? Like for me, my outcome for life is to live an amazing life, just a life that I'm so excited about every single day, and give back to the world, give as much value as possible. So I know when I die, when I close my eyes for the last time, that I gave everything I could. I lived the hardest I could. I loved the hardest I could. I made other people's lives better. I made the world better. Hopefully had significant changes on the world. And if this is my goal right here, this is my outcome. If I know that, okay, I have this somewhat blurry idea in my head, even if it's blurry, then I'll kind of like, I'll go up, I'll go down, I'll go maybe a little bit this way, maybe a little bit this way, but eventually I'll get pretty damn close to my outcome because I know where I want to go. I have a rough idea of where I want to go.
Yep. And sometimes too, what'll happen is maybe you'll, go and follow this path, right? It's like, okay, I know what I want. Because most people never really, I meet people all the time. I'm like, so what's your purpose? What do you really want? What are you after? And like 99% of people are like, I don't know. I don't really know. I haven't really thought about it. And the thing is that, first of all, it's one thing to just have an outcome, right? Mm-hmm. So say you have this outcome and maybe it is a blurry sort of thing. And you end up taking this journey to go to this point. But when you get there, you realize, wait, this isn't really what I wanted. And now you realize your outcome's over here. And you're over here. And now you have a different way to go and get to here. Mm-hmm. But you couldn't go from here to here because it wasn't even in your reality or your mind at all to even start thinking that this is a possibility to get here, because all you could think about was getting to here. So it's really something that's crazy, because even like when you're just doing something as simple as making plans with friends, like we were sitting down at dinner the other day and everyone's like, oh, I want to do this. And it's like, oh, let's travel here next month. And then let's go here. And it's like, wait, where are you guys going? And we all like at once say a different place. And then Andrew's like, wait. What is our outcome? And everyone was like, huh. Yes, this is the question that we need to be asking ourselves. Because when you have this, then everything changes.
So much clearer.
It's almost like, I would say, the majority of the effort is first in finding this. Yeah. People don't have a problem in getting what they want. They simply don't. They only have a problem in deciding. And if you decide what you want, like, it's crazy how many people that we've spoken to over the years, I know you'll agree, hey, like, okay, cool, you're in this business, that's awesome. How much money do you want to make a month? 10 grand a month. Okay, great. How many sales do you need in order to do that? Oh, I don't know. Or they're like scrambling with a calculator, like, I think it's like this much. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Know your outcomes.
Clarity.
Have clarity, exactly.
Clarity is one of the most important things. We talk about, you maybe seen in another video where we talk about clarity and momentum are the most important two factors when you're getting started. You have to be extremely clear, or at least have a very, very good idea of what your outcome is. And you can ask this question, what is my outcome? That question will change your life forever. You can ask this throughout your day for everything, like Steven said, right? Like something as simple as planning a trip. But even like when you go to see your girlfriend or your boyfriend, like, what's my outcome for this? Mm-hmm. You don't have to be like a Nazi, like super strict about it, but if you're like, hey, my outcome is to go and make sure my girlfriend or boyfriend feels extremely loved and I have an amazing time with them, then you can create an experience like that. It's
so
just
much better.
A guideline. So we do this all the time in business, and this has been one of the things that has really helped us become more efficient. Absolutely. Because when you're more efficient, like if something would take, let's say a week, right? Like you project that this thing you want to do for your business will take a week of time. So this amount of time, right? If you can become more efficient with your time, you can shorten that week down to maybe 2 days. Instead of all this time, now you just take 2 days. Imagine how much more you can accomplish. Imagine how much more life you can squeeze into this, right?
It's the intention that you're putting into it.
And you're saying like the way you can do this, one of the biggest ways to become more efficient is whenever you sit down for work, you write down or you think to yourself, what is my outcome for this time, this focused time? So instead you're not doing like, oh my God, I gotta do this thing, I gotta do this thing, I gotta check my email, I gotta check Facebook, and then my leads, and this, and this.
People are messaging you every single second. Like, there's another thing. You can even track on your iPhone how many times you pick up your phone in like a day or in a week.
Scary.
And it'll blow your mind. Because you're constantly being taken out of focus when that happens.
Exactly.
And the biggest thing to understand is like putting an intention in and an outcome. When you do build a business, maybe you have a business right now, maybe you don't, maybe you want to build a business. As things get more complicated, okay? As things get more serious, you start to make more money, you have more things going on, you have momentum. You also have the rest of your life, right? So it's like the girlfriend or boyfriend or the friends and family or the school. Maybe you're in school right now or in college. If you don't have proper outcomes, you're going to learn as you play business at higher levels that you're simply not going to survive. Because what's going to happen is your relationships, you're going to start to notice probably first, are going to start to dwindle. And it's because when you are going to hang out with your girlfriend or boyfriend, your mind is on trying to build your business, maybe. Yeah. And then it's like, okay, look, I told them I would go hang out with them, but you're getting text messages like every 2 seconds about business. And also your business is moving, it's growing. And without the outcome to say, hey, I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend and I'm going to spend that time with her presently. And I'm not going to be on my phone and I'm going to spend this time with her, focused time, her, him, whatever it is for you. Then that changes the entire game. It allows you to have that much more efficiency and more of an understanding of what you're going to do. Same with sitting down with your business. What am I going to work on? I know so many entrepreneurs that, like, as I've been growing up, most of these people making less than $10,000 a month, maybe, or around that much money, they're sitting in their living room all day or in their office working. What'd you do today? Oh, I've been working all day. Oh, well, like on what? Oh, well, I had the call and then, I got this message and then I did this thing and then before they know it, they don't even know where their day went. And I only speak from experience about this because
definitely.
That's
why this is what has led us to being so like, oh my God, like we need to focus on our outcome.
To get to the levels where we're at, it's essential. It's not even like a maybe. It is something that you must have, an actual understanding of your outcome.
Because if this is you, right? Like if this is you and us, right? Every person, and this is the external world, right? If we're reacting to all these things, text message, Facebook,
reaction all day,
Instagram, email, new lead, new sale,
client, hey, I want a refund. Hey, your service isn't working. Boom, your whole day is ruined at that point, right? So you gotta have the outcomes.
Everything. All of these things are going in on you. They're just boom, 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 boom. And then imagine what that does to your mind. Yeah. You're in a state of reaction. And if you're in a state of reaction, like when you're watching a movie, you're in complete reaction. You're absorbed in the movie, right? You can't really create when you're in reaction. You can take in information. There's definitely times to be in reaction. We're not saying don't check your email, don't check your phone. However, if you want to get focused work and get way more done with way less time and squeeze way more life into your weeks, which will then transcend into your months, which will then transcend into your years, which will then transcend into decades and your entire life. Imagine the exponential growth of you doing this. Focused outcome work, right? If you're in reaction, you're never going to do that. So what you have to do is set up an environment where you are at the cause. You're not at the effect. So you're not responding to this external stimulus. You are focusing on doing what's best for you and getting in the right state of mind. So every day when I wake up, and we talk about this in our program, the Affiliate Accelerator in Foundations, which is basically a whole section on mindset and what it takes to develop this bulletproof mindset of an entrepreneur where you can create whatever you want to create, live the life you want to live. It's really the most important part. But if you start your day and you set up an environment where your outcome will allow you to basically be happy, right? Like every day, my outcome is to wake up, be happy, feel at peace with myself, feel happy in the world, feel abundant, just feel really, really good. That's my outcome for my mornings. So for the first hour of the day, I don't check my phone. I don't do anything. I don't respond to messages. I don't do anything. I go, I wake up, I read, I meditate, I stretch. I just feel good. Literally on my phone, it says like, feel good and do what you want to do. I go for a walk. It feels amazing. And then what that allows you to do is be at the cause.
And so you set the intention, which makes you at the cause. You set the outcome, which makes you at the cause.
Exactly.
And you're not in reaction. When you don't have an outcome, you most of the time are in reaction.
Exactly.
And it's harder to play that uphill battle.
Because if I know that I want to feel good, if that's my outcome, I can set up the environment to get there. But if I start my day and I'm just like checking my phone and I'm doing this, I'm doing this, I'm gonna do this with this, then automatically I'm starting like this because I'm just reacting and maybe some fires are going on or whatever.
Yep. Of course, as an entrepreneur, you will deal with fires,
Always.
you know? So it's like if you wake up, first thing you do is check your phone. You know,
your
not the
state
smartest
goes down, and then that your entire day is a reflection of your state. So that's
especially too because your mind is at a more receptive level when you're first waking up in the morning.
Exactly, alpha state. So make sure that take this as you will. You don't have to do this, but if you ask this question, what is my outcome? You can do this for your morning routine. You can do this for your love life. You can do this for your health, right? Instead of saying like, I'm going to go and do 20 push-ups or, whatever, lift weights for a little while. What is your outcome? I want my muscles, my biceps to be so sore and just feel so full of power and energy when I'm done with the end of the workout. If you go in with that outcome in mind, your workouts will go like, boom, totally different level. If you do this with your business, totally different level. You'll be focused. You'll see that, because most time we think like, I have to focus on this thing. This is a method I have to do. This is a thing I have to do. This is a thing I have to do. This is a thing I have to do. 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 But if you say, what is my outcome?
Yep.
You might find that only like 3 of these things are relevant and you don't even have to do the other 6 things. They're just constructs of your mind. If your outcome is to get more leads and you're thinking for today, like I have to check my email, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to post in the Facebook group. If you ask the question, what is my outcome? My outcome today is to get 20 leads. How can I get 20 leads? Okay, if I post in the Facebook group, that works. If I send an email, that works. And if I just do some LinkedIn outreach or whatever other lead generation method, that's really all I need to do that. And that's the most important thing that's going to drive my business forward. I'll just focus on that today instead of doing all this, and your energy is best spent right there.
Absolutely. So the biggest thing I think to take away for you watching is that understand having an intention is going to put you in a state of being at the cause. If you don't have an intention, you don't have an outcome, then you're going to be in this state, most likely, I would say 90% of the time or greater, in reaction, because you don't know, you're reacting to the world's not reacting to you.
Yeah.
So if you know what it is that you want, remember that you are then so far ahead of like pretty much the majority of everybody.
Yep.
People don't have a problem getting what they want. They have a problem deciding what they want. Absolutely. So understand that in your business, understand that in your relationships, who you want to attract as a man or woman. Understand that in your life, in your family, as a role model to your kids or to your brothers or sisters or whoever, your parents even. Understand that if you know what you want, you will get it. But if you don't, it's impossible for you to get it. So understand, have an outcome. And this sort of stuff that we're telling you, this is stuff that will change your life
forever.
Immediately.
Yeah,
and
immediately.
forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forever.
Right away.
And right away, as soon as you start implementing this, guarantee you, you're going to have a better day.
Ask it right after this video. Like right now, the next thing you're about to do, if it's eating dinner, eating breakfast, going to see your girlfriend, boyfriend, going to pick up your kids, what is my outcome for this situation?
Put that intention into it. Put it in from your heart. Put that intention in and just understand, okay, this is what I'm going to do now. Yeah. And simply doing that is going to put you so far ahead of so many people, but also it's going to have you in a much better, clearer mindset. You're not going to be in reaction. You're going to be at the cause. You're going to have more energy, more excitement, and more fuel to give to the world and spread that mission that you're on.
Absolutely. And then you can design your life instead of just getting through life.